Hello beginner dragons, I'm back. This is going to be the second class of the week and I hope you guys are doing well. Once again, we're going to start up with a warm-up and then we are going to move on. Instead of our form this time, we're going to move on to our I don't want any trouble, and we're going to put our first piece together with our second piece and make that one whole thing and hopefully work on speed and our self-image at the same time. So first thing we're going to do, I want you guys to know what a burpee is. So if you guys don't know what a burpee is, basically what it is you jump up as high as you can, go into push-up position. So if you can't see this, push-up position like this, and then one push-up, back up. So once again, jump, down, push-up. Simple enough. If you guys want to go back and make sure you know how to do a burpee, go right ahead. I'm probably not explaining it the best, but that's how I want you guys to do a burpee. So what we are going to do is we are going to do a minute of push-ups, a minute of sit-ups, and then 10 burpees, and then we're going to do 1 more minute of push-ups and 1 more minute of sit-ups. If you guys want, you can go with another rep, which means do it again. I won't be doing that because the video would be too long. So first, we're just going to do that. So we're starting with a minute of push-ups, and go. Remember, keep your back straight as much as possible. Make sure you're breathing, your chin is up, bending your arms so that your biceps and triceps are parallel to the floor. If you can't go for the whole minute, go down to your knees. Same kind of exercise, works out the same muscle group. It will be easier though, because not all stress is onto your toes. If you cannot do a whole minute of push-ups, go into a plank position, which is just push-up position while not doing the push-ups, which is perfectly fine. I might be doing that during this video. I hope not. But if it's too difficult, I will do that as well as you guys, if you guys need it. So that's the minute of push-ups. We are going to move on to sit-ups or crunches, whatever you want. And up. 1 minute. Remember, cross your arms onto your chest so that you guys don't use your arm muscles to pull yourself up. When we do the burpees, I want you to do them slowly. First off, because you don't want to hurt yourself when you do them. Second off, because if you do the burpees really fast, you won't have enough time to breathe and relax your muscles so that you're going to be even more tired when we do the second time. So, again, make sure those burpees are nice and slow so that you guys have time to breathe before you go on to the next repetition of the push-ups and sit-ups. So, a couple more seconds, and then we're going to move on to the burpees. Make sure you're using the time in between each exercise to breathe. Make sure you're doing them nice and well. So, 10 burpees, starting now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure you're trying to jump as high as you can so you got those legs incorporated as well. Alright, now we're going to have a little breather so that you don't get too tired. Let's say about 10 seconds. Make sure you're breathing. If you're having trouble breathing, put your hands on your head and breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Nice deep breaths so that you have time to relax your lungs. A couple more seconds and go.
minute of push-ups. If you want to pace yourself, go right ahead. So don't go too fast like this, because then you'll tire yourself out before you can get to that whole minute. Again, if you need to, get on your knees, do those push-ups. If not, hold that plank position, and even if you're on your knees, you can still get into that plank position as long as your back is straight as well. A little more, and stop. We're going to do a minute of sit-ups again, and then the last 10 burpees. A little time to breathe, get into that sit-up position, cross your arms, making sure you're not using any other ways to gain the momentum, and go. Make sure you're breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. This is usually a warm-up for the teen and adults during strike test, which means it's usually very hard. So it's okay if you can't do it. If you can't do it, just do 30-ish seconds of push-ups, 30-ish seconds of sit-ups, and then take that remaining time to breathe. Because I understand it can be very difficult. A couple more seconds, and then we're going to our 10 burpees. Make sure you're breathing. 10 more burpees. Go. After we finish our burpees, we are not going to do another repetition unless you guys really want to. Then pause the video, do that repetition by yourself, and then resume the video, and then I'll talk about stretching. Three more, if I counted right. 2, and one last one. There we go. So again, pause the video if you guys want to do another one. If not, keep on going with this video. I'll give you a little time. Now, we are going to stretch. So, me specifically, I want you guys to make sure that you guys stretch whatever you need to. Because I know me personally, from experience, my legs can get really tight, which means I can't kick as high as I used to. So I usually have to stretch my legs more than my arms or my neck or whatever. But if you guys have some back issues or arm issues or something, stretch that instead of listening to me. So, pause. I'm going to stop the video right here, and you guys can stretch on your own. I will stretch on my own. Alright, so now that you guys are warmed up and stretched, we are going to move on to a speed drill. So, for speed drills, this is going to be a personal drill that I love to use and love to do. This involves 2 people though, so you need 2 people. If you have your mom and dad with you, that's great. If you have a brother or sister, that's awesome. If you have a grandpa or grandma that loves to play, you can do that as well. It's up to you guys, but this involves 2 people. So ask if someone's not busy at home, and then if they're not busy, that's perfect. You can do this drill with them. It's going to be a little fun. If not, that's perfectly okay. You can pause and fast forward to whatever time I'm done with this drill. So, some speed drill that I like to use is shoulder tag. If you guys don't know what shoulder tag is, it's just playing tag, but you can only touch the shoulders, and that's the only way you can get points. So, I'm going to assume you have a brother or sister or some relative with you right now, and you guys are going to play a game. So, you guys are both going to get in a guard stance or some sort of stance that is ready. And you guys have to use the explosive speed that I was talking about last week and start off really, really fast.
and try and touch each other's shoulders. When you guys are doing this, try and be pretty far away so you can't just touch them but without them moving. You want to be out of each other's reach, but not in too far of a reach. So right now, I can't touch the blue basket, but that's a little too far. You want it just out of reach. So if I move it a little closer, I can't touch, but if I step forward, I can touch it pretty easily. So I'm going to move that basket back. So you want to be just outside of range of your hand, but not too far out that you can't even step forward and do it. So for this specific drill, I want you guys to count to 5 before you do anything. So you can move out of the way, you can run away, you can run forward, run backwards, step forwards, whatever you want. But I want you guys to work on illusion speed. Illusion speed is the speed that we're working on this month. Illusion speed makes you look like you're going faster than you actually are. Because if you guys know anything about Newton's laws, if you guys are learning this in science class this year, Newton's law says an object in motion tends to stay in motion. I believe that's Newton's law. Don't quote me on that. But that is one of a physics law. So an object in motion tends to stay in motion. But to the person's eye, it looks like we're moving a lot faster. That's the difference between me just stepping forward and me hopping back and forth, you not knowing what I'm doing, and then I walk forward before you even notice. So that's the difference. So some examples of illusion speed is me moving my arms around and then touching you before you even know that my arm is moving towards your face or your shoulder. Me moving back and forth, not knowing when I'm going to step forward. Things like that. Me switching my legs, thinking that I'm going to move forward, so you back up, and then I can step forward. Those are some examples of illusion speed. You can do whatever you want. My personal favorite is I'm standing still, and then I just jab my foot a little forward like that, and then bring it back so that they think I'm moving forward, so they back up, and then I can just go in again. So those are some examples. Do a couple rounds of that. Just touch each other's shoulders, reset, touch, reset, use that illusion speed, try and trick each other. That's amazing. Now, that's our speed drill. That's how we learn speed. But in our I don't want you trouble, we are going to use speed as well. This isn't going to be illusion speed, but this is going to need some speed. So first, it's going to need reaction speed, and second, it's going to need explosive speed. You can add some illusion speed if you'd like, but I don't usually do illusion speed with my I don't want you trouble. So, our I don't want you trouble, I'm going to review it. First, I'm going to do the first half, and then I'm going to give you a drill to work on that first half, and then we're going into the second half, do some drills with that, and then put it all together. So, our I don't want you trouble, first half, I don't want you trouble, hands up, guard stance, so that you are, no, I was right. You're in your left guard stance, you do a high block with your left, a punch with your right, and then you are going to take your back leg, which is your right, and front kick. So, I don't care what height you use your front kick, just either low, medium, high, I don't really care. You can go low at the knees, you can go middle to the chest, or you can go high at the head. So, now, once again, we're going to review. This time, I want you to go a little faster. So, high block punch, front kick. So, using that explosive speed, you want to go at the same time and hit very fast, starting off fast like a TNT, and just boom, you're going really fast from the beginning instead of really, really slow and then accelerating. So, we talked about illusion speed, we talked about explosive speed, but how does reaction speed get into this? So, reaction speed, we are going to have a person, like your brother or sister again, or your mom or dad, or whoever, you have
that isn't busy, and they are going to mix up some timings. So you are going to do your I don't want any trouble, and you have to listen for when they say go. So it's kind of like the go game. If you guys have played the go game, this is kind of like it. So your aunt, uncle, grandpa, grandma, mom, brother, sister, dad, whatever person you have with you, they are going to say go or some word like go, like begin or something, and you have to do your I don't want any trouble when they say that word. So let's say they say that the word is carrot. I can only do my I don't want any trouble when they say carrot. So if they say carrot, I do my I don't want any trouble. But if they say broccoli or go or begin or orange, you can't do your I don't want any trouble. That one word is the only word they can say for you to do your I don't want any trouble. So they say carrot, I do my I don't want any trouble, and I have to do it very fast right when they say it. I can't just pause and wait a really long time and then do my I don't want any trouble. So what they're going to do is when they say their word, they're going to give you a couple seconds, and if you don't do it in that time, they get to hit you with a pillow or a noodle if they have something, or a stuffed animal or something really cushiony so that you don't get hurt. And if you go at the wrong word, so say they said broccoli instead of carrot, they get to hit you with the stuffed animal or pillow like if you went too late. So you have to listen and concentrate while also going fast. So that's another drill for speed and for I don't want any trouble. Now we're going to add on to our second part. So our second part, we're back in our I don't want any trouble. We're going to go into our guard stance. We're going to high block chop, and we are going to front kick. Once again, it's I don't want any trouble, guard stance, high block with the left hand, chop with the right hand, and then front kick with our right leg, bring it all the way back. So both times our front kick goes all the way to the back. Now, that also includes explosive speed because you have to hit as fast as you can and start really, really fast, because if someone tries to hit you in the head, if you aren't starting really fast, then they're going to hit you before you even land your high block or your chop. Now, for a drill on the second half, I want you guys to, once again, have a pillow or stuffed animal or some sort, and have that animal, and you are going to front kick when they say go, or again, a word that they want to pick. So let's say this time they're saying blue. So if they say red, I can't front kick. But if they say blue, I have to listen and concentrate, and I have to react to where they're putting the stuffed animal or the pillow, and try and front kick at that height, or react fast enough to hit the pillow or stuffed animal. Now, that's for speed. Now, self-image. Self-image is how you guys look at yourself. So, I'm going to give an example about me. You guys at home, I want you guys to write some sort of sentence or paragraph or something describing about how you feel about yourself. This isn't for me, this is only for you, because self-image is how you look at yourself, not how I should look at you. That paragraph is for you and you alone. If you want to show it to your mom or your dad, that's perfectly fine. Don't hide anything from your mom and dad. But this is for you. Self-image is how you see yourself. So I'm going to give an example for me. So today, I did an online school thing, which is a test, which was for college, and I did it online, and during the test, I was thinking about how poorly I was doing, which self-image, it also affects your self-confidence. So if I have really bad self-image, I'm going to think I'm doing really bad, and I'm going to fail. So in my head, I was thinking I was failing this physics test. So I was thinking I'm failing. I'm looking through all my notes. I'm looking at the question, and I'm thinking, this is really bad. I'm doing really bad. But then, as the test went on, I remembered everything. I kept on thinking, I know this. I know this. And then my self-image kept on getting better. And I kept on getting better, and I started snowballing, which if you guys don't know what the snowballing term is, I use it as starts getting better and better. So I started to snowball, and I eventually became more confident, and I knew what I was doing, and I hopefully did very well because I actually believed in myself, and I finished 5 minutes before the test was over. So that's something that self-image helps with. Self-image helps your confidence. So if you guys don't believe in yourself and you think you're doing very bad, that affects you very poorly. That makes you think that you're very bad and you think that you're the worst. But if you have a very good self-image, your confidence is going through the roof. You guys are going to do amazing, and you'll believe in yourself, and you can actually do things that you didn't think was possible. Like me, during my test, actually doing what was needed to solve the problems. So that's just something for self-image, and that's your class for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, if you guys want the class credits, post in the comments or a post on Facebook or Instagram saying hashtag MAK beats COVID-19 with a video or a photo of you guys. And that's it for today.